If you like to have those delicious Starbucks egg bites, I personally like the egg whites with the little bits of red pepper, but you want to save money and make them even better yourself, I have the ultimate recipe for you. This has been a game changer for me because these egg bites are loaded with protein. I had never really cared for cottage cheese. I know a lot of fitness people swear by it because there is a lot of protein in cottage cheese, but I found a way to work them into these egg bites so I can get double the protein in something that I love the taste of, my 2-year-old daughter will eat, and you can actually even freeze them so you can really spend a minimal amount of time making these and then have a nice easy snack for a couple of days. So I'm going to take you through the process. I went online, read a couple of recipes, got in my kitchen and started experimenting myself. And I have to say, for the first time making these, they came out really good. So I'm excited to make some tweaks to the recipe, maybe add some veggies and things like that. But if you want to just follow this really simple guideline, I'll help you get started. This recipe will make 6 bites. So here is what I did. I had 3 eggs and I basically took those eggs and put them in my NutriBullet. You don't want to overdo it. You just want to get them blended with 1/4 cup of cottage cheese. There is a cottage cheese that I really love. The reason why I love this cottage cheese, it tastes good. You want to do the whole fat cottage cheese. You don't want to skimp out here because it might affect the taste. You could if you were trying to save calories, but this whole fat cottage cheese has 14 grams of protein in a 1/2 cup. So in my recipe, we're basically adding in another 7 grams of protein. So then after I blend those ingredients, I also put a little bit of shredded cheese in just for extra flavor. Then I took a muffin baking pan. So it had 6 slots. That's why I chose to do the recipe for 6. So 3 eggs will yield basically 6 of these protein bites if you're cooking for the same style muffin tin like I did. You don't want to put any paper in the muffin tin. The egg bites will stick to the paper. They're not going to come out good. What you want to do is just lightly put some olive oil so that they don't stick. And then you fill the muffin tin with your little egg bite mixture that we did in the NutriBullet or whatever your blender of choice is. And if you want to jazz it up, like I said, I just did these plain with a little bit of cheese for this first try, but you can also work in vegetables and different things to give it some extra flavor. You put the oven on 375, and for me, it took about 18 to 20 minutes for these to cook to the right temperature. I would recommend just checking them at some point, but for me, I didn't want to overcook them, and 18 to 20 minutes seemed like the sweet spot to make these delicious egg bites. I know I mentioned that you could put them in the freezer, but all 6 of mine went in about 5 minutes between my husband, my daughter, myself. They were a real crowd pleaser. So I will definitely be working these into my breakfast routine. If you have any ideas or tweaks on the recipe, let me know. Again, I've always grabbed them on the go at Starbucks, but lately I've been looking into the ingredients at Starbucks, not really feeling or loving what I'm seeing on the labels. So if you can make these at home, save money, do it the way you like them, and not have, the questionable ingredients, I think this is the way to go. I also have a guide for you on how I lost 50 pounds after pregnancy, as well as other videos regarding my fitness routine. So make sure to check out the guide. It is in the description box, and check out this video if you want some more fitness hacks from a mom in her 40s who is just always on the lookout for easy and affordable ways to do things better at home.